I never believed a single smile could dismantle a life, but that's before I saw hers. My name is Rowan Hale. I'm 43, married for 11 years, the kind of man who believed loyalty was quiet and love didn't need witnesses. I wasn't suspicious that night, just tired. Work had been heavy, the kind that follows you home even when your boots are off. My wife, Ilara, said she wanted to stop by a neighborhood fundraiser. Nothing fancy, just people, wine, polite conversation. I agreed, because that's what you do when things feel slightly off, but not broken enough to question. The place was crowded and loud, laughter bouncing off walls like it belonged there. I stood near the back, nursing a drink, watching Ilara move through the room. She looked good, relaxed in a way I hadn't seen in a while. That alone should have made me happy. Instead, something tightened in my chest, a quiet warning I ignored. Then I saw it. Not a touch, not a whisper, just a smile. A soft one. Real. The kind that reaches the eyes and lingers a second too long. It was directed at a man I didn't recognize, someone standing far too close, his body angled toward hers like he'd earned the space. I told myself it meant nothing. People smile. I smiled too, once, before life taught me efficiency over warmth. But then he said something, and she laughed. Not the polite laugh she gave me when I tried to lighten the mood at home. This was different, open, familiar. It wasn't betrayal in the dramatic sense. No smoking gun. Just a moment that felt intimate enough to exclude me entirely. I realized I had become furniture in my own marriage, present but unnoticed, useful but uninspiring. I didn't confront her. I didn't interrupt. I simply set my glass down and walked outside, the night air hitting me like a verdict. I stood under a street lamp, listening to the muffled noise inside, replaying the last few years with painful clarity. The canceled plans, the conversations cut short, the way her phone always seemed more interesting than anything I had to say. I had mistaken silence for peace, distance for maturity. That smile stripped the illusion bare. I decided then that I was done, not angry, just finished. I told myself I would leave quietly, with dignity, because I still respected the man I used to be. I was halfway down the block when I heard my name, Ilara's voice, sharp with surprise. I turned slowly. She jogged toward me, heels in hand, confusion written across her face like she'd misplaced something she assumed would always be there. "What's wrong?" she asked, breathless. I looked at her and felt nothing dramatic, no surge of emotion, only a heavy calm. I said I was tired and needed air. She studied me, searching for the familiar version of me that would reassure her. It didn't appear. Instead, she frowned, irritated more than concerned. "You can't just disappear," she said. "People will talk." That was the moment I understood everything. Her fear wasn't losing me. It was losing the picture. I told her to go back inside. She hesitated, then turned without another word. I watched her walk away, heels dangling, spine straight, already slipping back into the life that no longer included me in any meaningful way. I didn't follow. I went home, packed a bag, not out of panic but certainty. Each folded shirt felt like a small act of self-respect I had postponed for years. I left a note. Not long, no accusations, just a statement. I need space, because I finally see how little room there is for me here. I slept that night in a cheap hotel, staring at the ceiling, feeling something unfamiliar settle in. Relief. In the days that followed, the calls came. Confused messages, friends reaching out. Ilara alternating between anger and disbelief. She said I was overreacting, that it was just a smile. I didn't argue. Explaining requires hope, and I had run out. Weeks passed. I moved into a small apartment, quiet, clean, mine. The silence there was different. It didn't erase me. It gave me shape again. I learned that walking away isn't dramatic when you've already been gone for years. It's simply acknowledging the truth. I don't know what happened between Ilara and that man. I don't need to. Some things reveal enough without confession. That smile wasn't the end of my marriage. It was the proof that it had ended long before I noticed. I didn't walk away because she might have chosen someone else. I walked away because I finally chose myself, and for the first time in a long while, that choice felt right.